Hello there, my beautiful Cancerian energies. Welcome. I hope you're doing wonderful and you are feeling blessed and the blessings continue to flow for you in life. I do want to let you know that I appreciate everyone here. You all are awesome and thank you so much for spending some of your time with me today. All right, for this reading, I'm going to tap in to see where things are headed for you at this time, checking in with your angels and guides and the energies around you. Okay, and we are going to tap in to see what other messages would like to show up for you from your higher self, for your higher good, my beautiful, beautiful Cancerian energies. Just take the messages that resonate. These are general readings and let go of the rest. Return it to the universe to sort it all out, okay? Readings are general and they are for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. And as always, cross watchers are always welcome here, okay? So the biggest thing here that I want to jump out for you in terms of your soul path or your journey right now, where you're going in life, where you might be experiencing or where you will be eventually headed into a realization of some sort, okay? So you're basically saying, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Some of you could be grieving over some type of a loss, some type of an experience here that's left you devastated, hurt, angry, upset, sad, or in all of the emotions, all of the above. And I feel like this loss has really brought some type of newness and freshness in terms of perspective, awareness, all right? Kind of like looking at things differently, appreciating the small things in life, appreciating the gestures in life, you know, or just kind of tuning in towards the compassionate side of you here, okay? So some of you are just kind of feeling like a little setback, and I feel like part of the journey right now is to awaken yourself to the understanding that when you lose something, sometimes it's meant to be an opportunity to appreciate it, appreciate the experience with that situation, okay? We also could be dealing with some trust issues here, could have been trust related. All right, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So yeah, it feels like there's some type of agony here taking place perhaps with you, or you're just you were again, tuned into something or made aware of something here that's kind of put things in alignment, in a different alignment for you, okay? So let's see what else is going on with you here and what energies are around you. Where are things headed for my beautiful Cancerian energies? Where are things headed for my Cancerian energies? All right. Nobility, okay, high standards, all right? You're coming in with some growth here. You're growing into your higher self. You're expanding. You're feeling supported and protected within yourself. You're feeling guarded. You're doing all the right things to see the way forward. You are a little hesitated right now. You are walking away from something or somebody, but you're coming from a place with like values and standards, in the sense that there's only so much that you can allow or be okay with, or perhaps there's only so much that can be done for a certain situation, okay? It feels like almost like you're taking the high road or just redirecting yourself, but you're doing it with mindfulness in place. All right, for a lot of you here, we have ecstasy as well, bliss. All right, so I feel like some of you here, you're just really focused on your own happiness. You're wanting to have something with somebody. You're desiring somebody, but you're also going through some type of a transformation. So you're putting some things on hold here. Some of you here, something feels a little bare, a little empty, empty home, empty nest, empty bedroom, empty like friendship. All right, and I feel like for a lot of you, you're like working towards or desiring that whole like something that can grow, something that can expand, something that can kind of flourish. You're looking towards those things. You're at least manifesting them if you're not acting on them right now. All right, and we have faith. Okay, so yes, I feel like we talked about trust earlier. Trust could be a problem here. Maybe you're not trusting yourself enough or trusting the energies around you. It does feel like perhaps you could have been affected by somebody who may have hurt your feelings, or again put you in a place where you had to kind of question like your connection with them or situation with them, excuse me. But I feel like again, you're trusting your intuition here very strongly. You're working with your faith. You're walking your faith as well, not just working with it. And I feel like you're confident in the path that you're on. Like you're really on a place where the grief is really turning into something more powerful here in terms of meaning for you, okay? meaningfulness of things and natural. All right, you're gonna stay who you are. Stability here is super important to you. Personal life stability. I feel like a lot of you realize you can't always rely on other people to make things happen or to make the dream, happen. Or sometimes dream just, don't end up working out for a reason. And I feel like you're very grounded in that idea and that structure, like that mindset. All right, I feel like you're wanting to have like a real experience with somebody, or a situation, or even just in your job, your life, your career, your journey. You're wanting something to have to be natural, to happen organically. You're not like seeking. You're manifesting, desiring, creating, but you're not going to force anything on anybody. Whatever needs to happen for you, Cancer, I feel like you're of the mindset where let it come to me. I'm attracting it, but I'm going to wait for it. I'm not going to go run after it and like mess up the alignment. It's like you're really focused on that kind of stuff right now, okay? And then we have pride, all right? Yeah, somebody here is keeping an eye on you. I feel like you're walking away from somebody here. You're making a decision. Something hurtful may have happened. Energetically speaking, I feel like somebody here is just still kind of unable to release you energetically. And I feel like for a lot of you, again, you could be kind of, dealing with something that has gone out of hand. Somebody was unable to like control their behavior or something where it kind of could have escalated, could have put you in a place where you're feeling like your privacy is being invaded, you're being watched. All right. Others of you, I mean, somebody's just unable to like let you go right now. There's an energy that's very persistent around you, but I don't feel like you're connected, especially with them right like in this moment. All right, I'm gonna pause because my nose is stuffy. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's see here. What's going on with Cancer? Where are things headed for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising signs? What's going on? Cancer and the energies that are attached to Cancer, or the energies that Cancer's thinking about. Okay. All right. So, roaming wild. All right. Somebody here is just taking the wild side of things. Somebody, again, you're walking away from something that could have been a little extra for you. It could have left you in a place again where you were, expectations were shattered. But, there's possibilities here. And I feel like, you took a risk here and, it was worth the learning experience, but it's also something that I don't feel like you would want to have to go through again. You're dealing with something very strong, like in terms of an effect on your energy. But there's a new direction here. We have a fresh start. I feel like you're going to take a chance on yourself here, Cancer. You're going to see where things are for you, but there could be an energy here around you that's unable to kind of like release you just yet. And they may be approaching here wanting some type of a fresh start. In any way, there's going to be a new direction that you'll be taking anyway. Like regardless, there'll be a new direction for you here, very strongly coming through. All right, Solitary, you're going to be probably walking this path alone. You're making this decision. I do feel like for a lot of you, this energy that you're dealing with has put you in a place where you do need to kind of withdraw and kind of reassess what you want, especially if some of you are being stalked, whether on the internet and stuff like that. You might really have had something like completely depleted with this energy, and I feel like for a lot of you, you really are trying to kind of withdraw or like kind of keep a low profile from them for a little while. It's not so much that it's nothing harmful, but it's just something that I feel like you're avoiding them, to be honest with you. I feel like you're trying to avoid somebody. Look, we have natural and nourish, y'all. Like, so self-harmony, soul growth, and comfort. There's just a lot taking place with you here. You're coming to a lot of awarenesses, but you're also focusing on your own happiness and self-growth. I think I mentioned that in the very beginning. You're turning things around for you here, okay? You're accepting, you're dealing, you're constantly like evolving here with just where things are going for you and where things are headed. There's just a lot of changes coming through, and in the good way, in the positive way. Essentially, we have the self-harmony, so you're really focusing on yourself here. Receptive, all right, open heart, softness, and vulnerability. So I do feel like somebody's hoping that you're going to be open and receptive to their energy. I feel like somebody here is unable to like let you go. This stalker, this person that's like prying, this person that's like not able to kind of stop checking in on what you're up to. I feel like they are hoping you still have a soft spot for them. I think that this is somebody that really may have, you know, taken advantage of your vulnerabilities, of your innocence, of your happiness. Like you could have been just a genuinely good person, and there's somebody that could have really came in and kind of caused a little bit of a shakeup in your life. All right. So it's not for everybody, I'm sure, but for a lot of you here, somebody is willing and hoping that you would be receptive to hear them out, or wanting your willingness, I should say, really to hear them out, or if they reach out for you to like give them like a moment of your time. All right, yeah, commitment here. You know, I want to be a part of I want you to be a part of my future. So this is an energy here that's really willing to risk something here and try to figure out a way if they can, you know, get your attention here to come back, bring something back online with you. I do feel like for a lot of you though, this new beginning is kind of like still lingering in the air. All right, so there's a sense of dishonesty. Okay, this is something, again, I feel like earlier we were talking about could have you know, had things just rest in a bad place with this person. Somebody kind of just really shattered your expectations. All right, by lying, I ripped us apart. So there could have been just something along those lines. Conversation, I want to call and hear your voice. Like I said here, I feel like this is somebody that is really hoping that you would hear them out. I feel like this is somebody that really is also kind of withdrawn to themselves, but you know, your own withdrawal here is impacting them. Like I said, maybe you're kind of ghosting yourself, like not posting much, not keeping up with, like, you know, you're just kind of keeping to yourself a little bit here. And I feel like this is somebody that's kind of getting that itch now, like, where is Cancer at? Like, what do I need to do? Oh my God, we have a new beginning and a new chapter. I'm trying to move on, you know, and I feel like for a lot of you, you're working on a new chapter. Like I said here, you're really working for a fresh start no matter what for yourself. And so it kind of comes back in as a confirmation, because this is all about you in this side here. And we have nature, nourish, and a new chapter where you're trying to move on. Okay, so it's like I'm almost hearing, you know, I don't feel like playing this again. I don't want another round of this. This is not something that's been good for me or to me. All right, and look, we have secrets. Okay, so I feel like, let's see here. This one says, I have not told you everything. And I feel like somebody wants to advance towards you and be honest with you about something. But I feel like whatever it is that they want to talk to you about, or whatever it is that they want to advance forward with you, it has more to do with them, or perhaps an aspect of their life, than it has to do with, like, you know, like maybe they lied about some important things, but it has to do with like them. It's not because of you. It's not something that you had, you know, caused or brought on. Okay, so let's see here. What else is going on with you, Cancer? What else do we need to know and see from my beautiful Cancerian energies, please? Show us the messages we need to see at this time for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. Where are things headed for Cancer at this time? Cards never ever want to come flying out of my hand. That's fine. I'm not complaining. Four of Cups. Okay. So, like, again, we are in a place right now where somebody is just withdrawn. All right. There's a sense of withdrawal here. You know, somebody here is just really thinking about you. If they're unable to kind of stop thinking about you, or, you know, you both are unable to stop to energetically think about each other, even though, like, the actions in the 3D excuse me, even though the actions in the 3D are currently like kind of, there could be some type of a distancing, there's a lot to be said here and done. Somebody's waiting for just kind of the right time. There's, again, it feels like somebody's just not talking about something. I feel like they want to get something off their chest. It did show up here, mind you, with secrets, and I feel like they're hoping that you would be able to hear them out, or, you know, have an open heart to their situation. Somebody, again, was just very dishonest, so that's kind of ruminating in that sense. You're showing up here, Cancer, as you, and I feel like this is somebody that has you in their thoughts quite a bit. This is somebody that's from the past for sure, and they're just wanting to kind of come back. But I feel like this is somebody that could also be a little possessive. Okay, so you know, and so there's just somebody that needs to like work on those like kind of behaviors in that sense. All right, there was some type of a disconnection, again, dishonesty, because maybe somebody else was interfering, or there could be somebody else in the picture. It almost feels like, you know, the regret kind of happened almost instantaneously with that. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles is here in the reverse. We also have the Page of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in the upright, Five of Swords, yep. We also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Empress, interesting, in reverse, with the Page of Swords. Okay, Why is my deck crooked? I literally just fixed everything earlier. No, you're not nice. I'm trying to sort this out without messing the entire reading up. I knew something was off. Man, alright. Hopefully it's not as crooked right now. Gosh darn it. Anyways, okay, like we said with the Four Cups, there's just a lot of stuff going on right now. There's a sense of withdrawal in this connection. Just somebody's deep in thought here, trying to figure out the next steps. But the Page of Swords, it's not going to happen too easily or that easily. It feels like somebody really just wants to come through and talk about what's going on. All right, somebody's thinking about messaging you here, and I feel like they're checking up on you, reading up on you, learning, like trying to keep tabs on you basically. And it could kind of emphasize the prey. I said pry earlier. Prey. It's prey, like preying on you, stalking. Yeah, somebody's unable to let you go energetically, and I feel like there's some unfinished business, something that requires some type of clarity. But I feel like somebody here, there's too much gossip taking place as well for some of you. So like I said, when you're detaching up here and you're being withdrawn, it's kind of making sense because this person really is trying to kind of come through and, you know, share some truth here, but they're very also a little bit on the defensive side, and you know things feel a little kind of like hanging by some strings right now. So technically they're unsure if you're going to be willing and receptive. Again, they want you to be receptive to hear them out. Okay, with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, Virgo energy showing up in the reverse, somebody here is just tired of everything, not motivated to put in the work. I feel like maybe that could be you. Like there's just a lot of learning experiences here that have kind of added up, and it's kind of kept you in your thoughts quite a bit, reflecting if this is something that's like gonna be, you know, like effectively worth like fighting for. Okay, so I do feel like you're around an energy that could sometimes be a little like too demanding or high expectations, and it could just be your energy specifically with your expectations, but it's coming after getting tired of doing all the work yourself or putting in efforts, and like no matter what, something is just like there's always like some type of a surprise situation with this person just can't settle down. Okay, the Page of Wands in the reverse, I do feel like there's some type of a young energy here at play. In terms of love and balancing things, there's not a whole lot of experience taking place. There's a lot of ego at play here with this Leo energy, but we also have Cancer elements coming through. So I feel like Cancer, you really are on this person's mind. I just don't know if they know how to kind of maintain a connection that's kind of, you know, like honest, or if they're just, you know, constantly just throwing these tantrums. It feels like there's a lot of tantrums, you know, just like a lot of indecisiveness keeps coming through. Okay, there's a learning experience here though taking place for them, because every time things like this are happening, it's kind of like I feel like while you're walking away, all right, or you've walked away, or you're like locking up, withdrawing, maybe even just like I said, ghosting your friends, ghosting just people overall, and this person specifically. Ace of Pentacles here, you know, the desire obviously is to come through with something powerful and strong and kind of stable. I feel like this is somebody that wants to expand and grow their emotional experience, and this is somebody that might want to have you in their life because emotionally speaking, you bring stability forward, you bring like the structure that they kind of enjoy having. It's just that it's somebody that's just uncertain, you know, they're so new into this experience with you. I feel like for a lot of you, they're not sure how to chase their chase the goals that they would like to have with you. But there's a manifested prosperity here and abundance coming through. Okay, in terms of a connection, it's underneath the Four of Cups. In terms of a connection, I feel like this is somebody that is coming towards a sudden awareness that they may have a missed opportunity here if they don't try to like fix something, which is again I feel like why they find it super important, or hoping that you would like hear them out or reach out. Okay, like listen with an open heart. Five of Swords, they want to stop the fighting. Okay, it's just did I say four? It's five. Five of Swords, they want to stop the fighting. The challenges here are just adding up. Somebody does feel a little defeated, and I feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody that really did work in their own self-interest, and they were not looking out for your interest, or they did not like tune into that. So I feel like there was just, again, a lot of betrayals. Dishonesty is mainly showing up here, and I feel like just by giving them this separation or this timeout that you're in with them, or whatever distance that you're pulling through, you know, to heal yourself actually, and also allow yourself to grow, it's kind of affecting them here, because I feel like this is somebody that is realizing that their behavior was very unhealthy. Okay, the arguments were not healthy, they were not worth it. All right, and I feel like their goal with the Ace of Pentacles is to overcome, like come back as a more stable person or a more grounded person, or just, you know, value you for your, like respect your own values as well. The Queen of Pentacles is here in the reverse with Capricorn energy. You know, I feel like for a lot of you, you know, you're going to be walking your own walk. You cannot be around energies that are unreliable or selfish. I feel like this is an energy that no matter what happens, even if you're in the picture, there's going to be just kind of uncertainties here. And I feel like this is somebody, like I said earlier, they come across a little possessive. It is showing up again here as a little self-centered and jealous. So it's somebody that's going to constantly want your time and attention. And like I said here with the Eight of Pentacles earlier, it's almost as though you've done a lot of that and it just did not get you anywhere with them. So it's kind of like where they kind of like, you know, like the realization is coming after the effect, and they're not like, it's connecting, but it's like they want that attention, that love, that literally the attention you are giving them, they want that back. They crave it, they desire it, but they're not sure how to kind of get you to like listen or tune in. I do feel like some of you, they do regret causing interferences or bringing around challenges. It is showing up multiple times here, so there's a sense of regret in that. And I feel like they look at you like, look at that, the Queen of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Abundance normally, and the Empress, which is the Empress of the world, essentially abundance, nurture, fertility, happiness, mothering, loving. So they miss that in you. I feel like they miss they miss what makes you who you are, Cancer. I feel like there's somebody here that's really, you know, kicking themselves after the fact right now that, you know, they kind of lost something very valuable. All right, they were not necessarily growing the connection, and I feel for a lot of you, you realize that there wasn't growth, the confidence was not there. There was a sense of disharmony and stagnation, and it just felt like you were almost dealing with some type of a child energy. When I say child, like somebody that's constantly, you know, it just feels like you're on a different level with them. Okay, now I'm not saying you don't care about them, love them, or anything like that, but we're not seeing a whole lot of wands. We're just seeing a whole lot of earth signs and just a lot of work. Okay, like a lot of work that needs to kind of be aligned here to fix or rectify something with this person. I feel like the grief message here again, you know, just when you lose something, it's an opportunity to appreciate it. You are in that mental zone, but I feel like they're also probably in that mental zone, to be honest with you, because they've lost something that was a sense of security that they had. And I feel like this is somebody that really is hoping you would like listen to your intuition and trust it, because they're interested in reaching out. All right, but there's just a lot of work here, and commitment has just been very rocky with this energy. All right. Now, I don't like, you know, I'm not going to pretend like, you know, there's a major third party, but there's some dishonesty, and that I feel like the reading centers a lot on that, and I feel like they're wanting to fix that. They're regretting a lot of those actions in that sense. All right. So this is all I have. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. Like the video if you're still here, and also don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Sometimes I ask in the beginning of the reading, sometimes I ask towards the end. All right. I'd like to not have to ask and remind anyone. I hope these readings do resonate for you truly. All right, one final message for you here. We have, use equanimity to calm your emotions. Use equanimity to calm your emotions. I almost want to say it's like appreciating things for also what they are and allowing the balance of the universe to do its thing. All right, beautiful Cancerian energies. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for being awesome. Bye bye.